wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Back for another episode. We are making do. Please put a one in the chat if you can hear me. If you hear me fine, put a one in the chat. If you can see me, fine, put two ones in the chat. If you can hear me and see me, put two ones. Okay, Shauna says she can hear me. Can y'all see me? I want to make sure y'all can hear me and see me. I did it from the phone today. Good. I just did it from the phone today, y'all, so we won't have no problems. I said let's just do it off the phone. The picture is gonna be clear, and we ain't got to worry about all that skipping and shit. Now, I'm trying to see if it's a way. I think I can where I can see y'all comments and stuff too. Let's see. Boom. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on in. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. Let's see who we got in here. Who we got in here? I see Lily. I see cute. I see a couple of our people up in here. Let me move this around a little bit. Let me move this. Slide it this way, so it won't be in the way. I gotta see my people. So we talking about today. We talking about y'all know 50 Cent that dropped another Diddy documentary. That's actually, I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty good, y'all. Yeah, so let me tell you what's going on, Grandma Kathy. There's no school today, so where I normally would do it, I don't want to do the show because I'm gonna be in folks' way. We got badass snow here. It's snowing like crazy, so schools are closed. So I didn't want to be doing the show and people trying to catch sleep. You know how it is, y'all. We got women in the house. Women like to get their sleep, and I like for women to get their sleep. So I was like, let me do the show let me find a little cubby hole so we can get it in. I can be loud. I can swear without feeling like, holy shit, who hearing me? Good morning, RX. Let me get a good morning to everybody. Roll call. Who we got? Island, Tahara, Lily, Shauna, Island Girl, Lily. What's going on, everybody? Come on in. I'm Angelina. What's up? Everybody seeing me? Man, that fucking picture on this fucking iPhone is sharp. Beard all doing the Michael Jackson with the. Why my beard look bedazzled a little bit? Is that just my screen, or do it kind of look bedazzled on y'all screen a little bit? It look crazy on my screen. But shout out to the iPhone with their good ass pictures. Shit. It snowed out in Denver, so they saying it snowed out in Denver real bad for the first time. Yeah, it's bad out here. It's definitely bad out here. Like I said, schools is fucking closing. Like seriously. C Tuck, man, I'm telling y'all better look out for me and C Tuck's me and C Tuck podcast. Flow at the Dark. The Flow crew. Hey, Tracy. Tracy. I need your email address, Tracy. So if you could you can send me an email for the Eventbrite stuff, Tracy. Send me your email on Tracy. Are you on Facebook? I mean Instagram? If you're on Instagram, I would like you to DM me on Instagram. But if you're only on Facebook, DM me on Facebook. It's just that Facebook sends my DMs to all type of different spams, and man, Facebook sends my DMs so many different places. I can't never get them. Like I don't ever know where they are. Like people will send me an inbox on Facebook, and then Facebook will just put it in some spam shit, and that's a whole nother file, like a whole nother folder I gotta open up, and I'll be like I don't. It's weird. So if you're going to do it on Facebook, I'll get it, I'll find it. But Instagram is a little easier for me to find my yeah, Facebook be on bullshit. Instagram is a little bit easier for me to find my shit. But let me tell y'all something. That documentary, I've only got through the first episode, and it's 4 episodes. So let's talk about what the hell we talking about today. We about to discuss 50. If 50 Cent is your enemy, Island Girl say good morning, Shana. If 50 Cent is your enemy, you got one of the worst freaking enemies that you could ever have of all time. 50 is going hard at Diddy, and I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know we have seen many. We've seen many of these little Diddy documentaries. Some of them been trash, and a couple of them been okay. This one right here is the best one, and I can tell already. And I've only seen it's actually 4 episodes, 60 minutes apiece. 4 episodes, 60 minutes apiece. And so it's basically what 4 hours. So I've got through the first episode and like a couple minutes of the second episode. It is definitely the best one. I am not bullshitting. You know, if it was shitty, I would tell y'all. I even told Shana, I said this one actually good. We're gonna watch this one together. But I've been watching it to do research for shows, and then me sitting watching it as just a regular consumer is 2 different viewings. So I'm like watching it right now so we can discuss it on the show. But to be actually probably this weekend or later this week, I want to sit down and watch it as just a straight fan of the music and the game that we all came from. It's called Diddy, The Reckoning. It's on Netflix, Grandma Kathy. Hey, Grandma Kathy, how was the pool yesterday? But yeah, it's called Diddy Reckoning. And I'm gonna go over what has been discussed so far, find a few articles to talk about it. But I'm definitely impressed so far. There's information that hasn't been spoken about in this documentary. Stuff that I didn't even know. For example, let me give you one piece of information that I didn't know. So, do y'all know? Okay, y'all know over this time. Yeah, he was blackmailing them, Tracy. Y'all know over this time, Diddy, Mama Combs was not nice at all. Y'all know over this time, Diddy has been infatuated with stealing people's women, side pieces. And people talk about that come from him growing up, and he was a nerd. He wanted to be the cool kid. He was never really naturally the cool kid. He was never the gangster. He really didn't have an identity growing up. And he wanted to be something that he wasn't, which was a gangster, which what he thought his father was. And so over the years, he had his women stolen from him. And so as he got older, they say that probably is what made him want to do the same thing. So we all know that all these, like Diddy, Suge Knight, who else? A lot of these people ran in the same circles and talked to the same women. And a lot of time it was about ego stroking and things of that nature. Do y'all know? I don't know if y'all saw the documentary, but do y'all know Misa? So y'all know Kim Porter was Al B. Shore's woman, and then Puffy, P. Diddy, whatever you want to fucking call him, he quote unquote stole Kim Porter from Al B. Shore, while Al B. Shore and Diddy and Kim were all at Uptown. Kim was a receptionist. Diddy was an A&R, and Al B. Shore was like a flagship artist. He was hot as fish grease. I wanna get up on girl, I wanna get up on. You don't wanna get up on your own. Girl. I never knew what the fuck those words was, but that was the Al B. Shore that like took over Cleveland. And Al B. Shore was hot. So I'm just using that as an example that Diddy was known for going after celebrities or other men's women on purpose. It was like it's like a fetish slash some trauma he acting on from back in the day being a nerd who lost his women. But we already kind of knew the Kim Porter. Well, I knew the Kim Porter, Al B. Shore, Diddy story, along with the other stories of Diddy messing with Suge. Now, I mean, Suge's women and other enemies. Now, I got a question for y'all. What celebrity was Misa somewhat involved with that made Diddy go after Misa? Let me see if y'all caught that, if y'all either know it or if y'all saw the documentary. This tripped me out. So y'all remember, yeah, you know the old days you didn't need the words. No, it is I want to get up on girl. You don't want to get up on. I don't know what the hell he was saying, but everybody loved that fucking song. What do y'all know where Misa, what celebrity Misa? And this was interesting, y'all. We about to talk about this shit. Like I said, that's why I said this is a good documentary because they talked about shit nobody else talked about. And y'all know I've been listening to this and following this story backwards and forwards my whole life. So there's not much I don't know about this Diddy shit. Y'all know I thought I was Diddy at one time. So I know all about Bad Boy and what was going on. I didn't have a life, like for real. Like my life was Bad Boy back in the day. So I don't see nobody guessing which celebrity it was. See, I told y'all, like they gave new information. Misa, since nobody in the class knows the answer, nobody knows the woman that Diddy, mother of Diddy's child and ex-girlfriend Misa. Nobody knows where Misa came from. So, all right, so nobody can answer. So Misa, y'all, check this out. This is how far back it goes. Misa was friends and really close with Eric Sermon from EPMD. Y'all remember EPMD? I need some of my old heads. Where my old heads at? Y'all remember EPMD, Eric Sermon? They had the song, You Got to Chill. Do whatever. Y'all know Eric B. Just like music. Remember that? Just like music. Whatever. Y'all know. If y'all don't, y'all got to look it up. EPMD, Eric Sermon, a legend in the hip hop world, a legend rapper. He was good friends with Misa. But Diddy always thought they were more than friends. Oh yeah, crossover, right. That's the one I was trying to think of. Lala. Good morning, Lala. Y'all look at Lala. Lala profiling in her profile. That's what we supposed to do. And shout out to everybody coming with their profile pictures. Y'all understood the assignment. So anyway, check this out. Diddy wanted Misa away from Eric Sermon. And to show you how Diddy and people like Diddy use their power and clout to do their little evil, devilish shit, when Diddy was at Uptown and was working on Mary J. Blige's What's the 411? Classic album. This comes right off of the success of Jodeci, which was Diddy's first project at Uptown, which went crazy, which really made him and catapulted him into superstardom. Well, stardom, which became superstardom. But Diddy called Eric Sermon to come work on What's the 411. Eric Sermon thought Diddy was being genuine. You know, this before everybody knew he was the diddler. Puff Puff pass, Lily. Lily said, yeah, get you a good one. This is a good one. And Lily said she had to get her a doobie for this one because I'm breaking this shit down. This is good. So check this out. So Diddy calls Eric Sermon to come work on the What's the 411. Eric Sermon thinking that everything was just genuine. He was happy to build and work with Diddy. And, you know, Eric Sermon was already a well-known, big, huge artist. So he didn't need Diddy at all. So he go work on the What's the 411, but he had Misa around. Eric Sermon said, I felt like me and Diddy were becoming friends and we were building a relationship after I worked on What's the 411 for him. And then he said he came to find out it was all a plot for him to get with, to steal Misa. And Eric Sermon was like, we were just friends. But you can tell that it was implied that in Diddy's world that Eric Sermon and Misa were more than friends. And Diddy just had a thing for taking people's women, especially artists who were either bigger than him or as big as him or just big, period. And so Eric Sermon didn't like Diddy after that because he was like, oh, this guy's like he's phony and whatever. Fast forward after this. Diddy sees Misa in Eric Sermon's car. Diddy sees Misa in Eric Sermon's car. Diddy goes crazy. Diddy gets so mad just because Misa is in Eric Sermon's car that Diddy rolls up on the scene and tries to punch Eric Sermon, start a fight. Now Eric Sermon there with all his boys, he's like, man, we could just destroy this guy. He gonna swing on me. So Eric Sermon says, they pause the fight and say, look, we about to meet around the corner and handle this like man. So Eric Sermon and Diddy was supposed to fight. Now mind you, Eric Sermon is not even with Misa. This is just Diddy being on a jealous rage. He had already been putting his hands on Misa. They talked about he used to fight Misa like a guy. Anyway, true Diddy fashion, when they get around the corner, when Eric Sermon and Diddy are supposed to fight, Diddy stops Eric Sermon and says he wants him to listen to some new music. And that's when he played Eric Sermon, the new Biggie stuff that nobody had heard. And that kind of diffused the whole fight. But that's what Diddy thinks. Diddy would start a fight, then when it's just one-on-one, after his emotional rage is over with, he always try to figure out a way to not fight and bring it back to music. He uses music, and especially on his come up, you can tell from this documentary how much Diddy used his music to get him out of foul shit or to do foul shit. Yeah, he sure did. So, and shout out, take a quick second to shout out Caroline, who says she finally made it to a live. What's up, Caroline? And Caroline already has a profile pic. So even though you late, Caroline, you early because you got a profile pic. We had to get everybody, at the beginning when we first was doing the show, we had hundreds of people being here. And nobody had no profile pics. So everybody, we all agreed that we would all get profile pics. And you coming in with your profile pic. So everybody give a warm welcome to Caroline. Show her some love. Show her how we get down in the Flow Show No Filter chat. It ain't nothing but love and hugs. And we don't give a fuck. That's what this show is all about. Love, hugs, and a few we don't give a fuck. You know, we got to throw some of those in there. So everybody show Carolina some love because this is the best chat, the best podcast, the best of everything on the net. Don't nobody do it better than the Flow Show fam. Shout out to the Puff Puff Pass community. And just so you know, Caroline, I'm sure you know because you listen to the show, but we are here every Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to discuss whatever the hell is going on in this raggedy ass world that we call planet Earth. And we discuss it. Look at all the love for Caroline. Now, Caroline, you been missing all this love? Where you been at? Ain't no more. Ain't no more. Don't nobody get more love than the Flow Show fam. And Caroline says, "Thank you for the warm welcome." We're gonna get back into the show. You know, we tend to get a little mushy on this fucking show. I told you we can't go a full episode without a mushy moment. We just had one. Thank you, Caroline. So let's get back to the Diddler and his fiddler. See what the Diddler was fiddling around with. So so that Eric Sermon story was quite informative. I had no clue. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know that Misa, he was with Eric Sermon, even though Eric Sermon says they were friends. But, you know, when you're young and you're in the industry, friends be friends, but also might be a little hanky-panky going on, too. Yeah, no, I know, Caroline. I know. I had a feeling. That's what I said. You probably listened to the show. I'm sure you listened to the show because you said this is your first live. So I picked up on your context clues that you a day one. So let me correct that too, just to make sure everybody know. Caroline wants everybody to know, and I want everybody to know. Caroline ain't new. She's a day one Flow Show, no filter representative. She just ain't never been able to catch a live, and here she is. So there it is. Let's get that out there. We want to make sure we know. Oh, I'm coming through static? All right, let's see. I haven't changed anything. Is it static now? Let me know if it's static now. I don't know what I could do. I'll try to fix something, but I didn't do anything. So it might just be the internet. Let's see. It's still static? I wonder what I can do to fix that. Let's see. Let's see what I can do about the static. Let's see. I don't even know what I could do about that. All right, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. When did the static start? All right, what's up? I don't know where static came in at. I don't know where the static came from. It just started. iPhone too close to the mic. No, I ain't close to the mic. Let's see. Oh, you know what's wrong? Is it staticky? If it's staticky, I know what's wrong. No, you know exactly. I know what's wrong. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to go to dark mode. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go to dark mode. Let me close this shit out. Exactly why it's staticky. I got to get off the phone. So let's do this. Let's do this. It's because the phone overheating. That's why. So let's see. We're gonna just be dark for a second and go and turn the audio. Let me turn this off. I know exactly why it's staticky. That, you know who I learned that from? Yeah, you know who I learned that from, even though I'm dark as hell now. But I learned that from Ticket TV. Thanks, Shauna. I learned that from Ticket TV. He had said that he was doing videos and then it would get staticky, and he didn't know why. And then he finally realized it's when y'all remember this the original show, this dark ass camera. We back to the original. And shout out to Shauna for everybody give Shauna a shout out for being tech, for helping on the tech side. But that's what it is. The phone overheated. Thank you for letting me know it was staticky. But I wouldn't even know what the problem was if it wasn't for Ticket TV. So shout out to Ticket TV. Some of y'all may follow him, y'all may not follow him on YouTube, but he's a good YouTuber. Keeps everybody up to date on the news. But that's what it was. The fucking phone started overheating. Zebra Flow. I'm in a new location. Everybody say thanks, Shauna. Shauna coming through with the clutch technicality. Sound great now. Okay, so we just got to deal with dark flow, y'all. I'm just about to be fucking dark. And then now we figured out, okay, so I know that the phone will overheat. That will be a problem. So we got to go back to the original. But it's all due. Yeah, I'm not there. It's probably at the house, Grandma Kathy. I'm at a new location. So, but I'm actually going there today. I'm going there today, so I'll grab whatever I need to grab. They're giving Shauna her flowers. So let's get back to the Diddy. Now shout out to everybody for letting me know it was staticky. Yeah, Renee, that was because the phone, the video, I was casting through my iPhone, and when these iPhones start overheating, then the mic gets staticky. So I had to shut down the iPhone and go back to the laptop. We unstoppable on this show. So another thing that I already knew about, but they kind of went into details. Do y'all know that they kind of went into details about how when Diddy beat his mom's ass. Now they also talked about how his mom used to beat Diddy's ass. Even his mom said she used to beat the hell out of Diddy though. So it wasn't like nobody was spreading no rumors. But the time when Diddy was supposed to be a college student, and that was the path that his mom kind of had laid out for him, or saw him going. And then Diddy stopped pursuing school, and Diddy start pursuing music, a whole new industry that his mom wasn't accustomed to him being involved in. So what happened was, as the witness said, when they had that big concert or that big basketball game that everybody talks about that Diddy had back in the day, that people died at and got trampled, and it was a big mess. I'm sure everybody knows about that. Well, when all that was going on, the aftermath, Diddy and his mom were talking, and Diddy's mom basically told him she thought he was making a big mistake, that him going into music or switching gears in his career, she didn't think that was a good idea. And Diddy cold cocked her, punched her, and called her a bitch. Now, this is according to a childhood friend who kind of narrated a lot of episode 1, I believe. And so I had heard little rumblings that maybe Diddy put his hands on his mother before or something, but I didn't never hear the actual story of him beating the hell out of her and punching her and calling her a bitch. If that's true, that says a lot about the Diddler and his mom and the toxic ass relationship. But that was another thing that in the first episode that they went into detail about. Diddy putting his hands on his mom. His mom working at the after hour spots. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but they just talked about this stuff. Just basically showing that his mom hustled to do and get Diddy whatever he could. But Diddy hit the hell out of his mom. Like Sydney said, his ass started riding people's coattails is what Diddy did. He did. And they even talked about how Diddy felt, and he learned this from Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell, as everybody should know, was the big man at Uptown, who built Uptown, Heavy D, Jodeci, all that was under him. He hired Diddy. And a lot of people think Andre Harrell and Diddy were partners, because Diddy actually moved in with Andre Harrell when Andre Harrell had bought a new mansion or a new house. Diddy moved in with him to move out from his mom, claiming that him and his mom had got into it. Now, I don't know if Andre Harrell and Diddy was sleeping together, but I've heard a lot of rumors, but I don't know. Anyway, Andre Harrell taught Diddy this game plan. I got you, Tracy. Thank you so much. It just popped up. See, Instagram sends it straight to my phone too. So thank you, Tracy. I got your email. I'll email you the information of what's going on. I appreciate you. So anyway, Andre Harrell had this thing where he made it where once an artist got their advance, so say Andre Harrell would sign an artist like Heavy D. Andre Harrell developed this shady ass system where he would make it where the artist would get an advance, but after that advance, good luck finding any other money if you're an artist. Now, this is the first time this actual plan and strategy has been laid out. That's why I said this is a good documentary, because they went into some shit that people need to know. So Andre Harrell passed that shady practice down to Diddy, and Diddy took it 50 steps further. So they said that all the artists like at Arista, or not Arista, at Uptown, said that they never saw no money after the advance. And the way they would do it is they would move their money around and have so much chaos going on with the money. If you're an artist trying to find money you're owed, you could be looking for 20 years. And meanwhile, Diddy and all the big record execs are living their best life. They said that Bad Boy didn't make enough money back in the day. Bad Boy didn't make enough money to finance Diddy's lifestyle. All the stuff that Diddy did and was able to do, and all the money he had, based on if everybody got their fair cut in Bad Boy, Diddy wouldn't have had all that money. But basically, they let it be known that Diddy had all that money because none of the artists got money. So, for example, as you see, none of Diddy's artists, they all ended up broke. But he learned it from Andre Harrell, and his whole game plan was, let's say I gave an artist $50,000, $100,000 advance. Some big artists might even got $250,000 advance back then. Some, even the super big artists, might even got $1 million advance back then, which was very rare. But the average advance, I even had got a record deal back then. My advance was $50,000. That was an average advance. So, like, starting at 50,000, you see 100,000, 150,000. So artists would get that and sign to Diddy and feel like you just made it. You got $100,000 and you ready to go. Well, next thing you know, that $100,000 gone. You done sold all these records. You done did all this stuff, and you ain't getting a penny. And now you just work for Diddy now. And so we got a glimpse into where these shady music practices came from. And Diddy learned it from Andre Harrell. And so many artists spoke up and talked about how they couldn't get paid, and how, like, you'd be trying to figure out where your money coming from album sales, and you just couldn't figure it out. You just couldn't figure it out. So what would happen is you would just have a long laundry list of artists who just broke and not getting paid. And Diddy learned that from Andre Harrell. Also, they went into a little more detail about how Diddy stole the person who invested a lot of money and time. I think it was the Burroughs guy. Diddy had divided the Bad Boy shares up, investment up into 75% went to his mom and 25% went to Burroughs. But once deals started coming, Diddy told Burroughs to give him his 25% because he needed to close a couple deals, and then he would give it back to him, which was, come on, y'all. Y'all know Diddy ain't giving shit back. But he told him this with a baseball bat pointed at his fucking head and goons standing on top of this guy. So he bullied this guy out of his 25%. And the reason why he had him having 25% and his mom having 75% was because he didn't want any other people who died and were trampled and injured in that celebrity basketball game that everybody knows that made Puffy, or AKA Diddy, famous. He didn't want none of them to get any money that they were supposed to get from Diddy, because Diddy was held accountable for those deaths and those injuries and all that. So that's why Diddy had, they said it, and this is all in the documentary, this is why Diddy had all the shit in his mom's name and in his partner's name, but then he took it from his partner, and his partner never got that 25% back, and he's been fighting for it ever since. And just shady, man. Maurice says, boo-hoo, they didn't get no money. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat, Angelina. Thank you so much. Don't get tested. Hey, look. Thank you, Carolina. Thank you, Carolina. So let's get, we talked about the meet and greet. You missed it. So go back in the show and you'll see what the information on that. What'd you say about the federal prisons? Diddy can't see you federal prisons where you'll stay. Ha. Sorry, Maurice. All right, so let's go to what was another thing they talked about? They also began, y'all saw some of the highlights where they talked about Diddy. And another thing I liked about this documentary. Is it is actually it's actually 5-6 days before the actual before Diddy was arrested. They have footage of him actually running the game plan of how they were going to manipulate the public. Diddy was talking to his lawyers. And remember, another thing that this documentary exposed or showed is what I said. Remember, I said that Diddy is running his own, basically running his own defense. Like, they're not really listening to him. That Diddy is not really listening to his attorneys. Well, in this documentary, the fact that we have footage and inside video, I don't even know where they got this video. I heard that Netflix was doing a documentary, and that's why they were filming this stuff. But then Diddy they didn't give Diddy creative control, so he got pissed off. And Diddy said that he got pissed off because they wouldn't give him creative control, and then he wouldn't pay for the footage. Whoever this photographer that was following Diddy around all the way up until he got arrested for the indicted case that Diddy just got indicted for and charged for, the RICO and all of that. Well, they were following him around, and so they got footage of him talking to his lawyers like, hey, everybody ain't on CNN. Everybody is on Instagram and TikTok. And if we're not getting our message out on Instagram and TikTok, we're losing. And you would see, like, you would hear the lawyer trying to explain to Diddy, like, why he did what, or what went wrong. And Diddy was just like, look, you listen to me. And now I'm gonna give you and whoever your professional is a chance to make up for this and get it right. But it was basically crazy how they showed Diddy in real time, basically dogging his lawyers, dogging his lawyers. And so they showed a scene where Diddy was out amongst the people. They said Diddy was was out amongst the people and acting like he was showing so much love to all the people, like in Harlem and New York and all of that. And this was something 50 Cent specifically said he put in this documentary to show Diddy's character. Go ahead, spark up again, Angelina. Spark up again. Puff, puff, pass, puff, puff, pass. So after Diddy gets through saying all the good things about the people and talking about how he's a man amongst the people and he loves his fans and all of that, they fast forward to him getting in the car saying, "I gotta wash off all these." Basically, in long story short, he's like, I gotta wash my hands and take a shower and get all this gook from all these poor people. I gotta get that stench off me. It definitely shows Diddy's character or how phony he can be. How many times have we said that Diddy don't stand for shit? He just say whatever he need to say or do to get his money and to get whatever his way is or whatever he want, just like he want a pardon or whatever the hell else he want. But it don't mean nothing. It don't hold no weight. We've been saying that for a long time. And now come to find out, that all this time, Diddy was grimy as hell, which we already knew. But to think that Diddy would, I mean, that's fine. I've never, ever, ever, ever in my life looked down on people to where I'm shaking their hands, and we know we gotta wash hands and germs. We understand that, but you can't be. That's like giving away turkeys. I don't know if y'all saw Jim Jones was giving away turkeys the other day. The rapper Jim Jones was giving away turkeys, and he had the biggest attitude and was telling motherfuckers to move and get the hell out of the way. And he told one old lady, like, don't be cutting, get in the back of the line. These people are gonna jump you. It just wasn't the type of attitude you would think somebody would have when they're giving away turkeys. But it would be like me or you giving away turkeys, and then when you giving them to the homeless and the less fortunate, then when you get in your car, you like, oh, I gotta go take a bath. I've been washing these hands. I've been around all these poor people. I gotta get cleansed off. I just think that's fucking foul. I ain't never felt like that. One break. Y'all know we always take a pause before. Let me take a pause after the Jim Jones mean ass giving away turkeys. People was posting shit like, you know what? That's why I don't fucking that's why I just pay for my own shit. That's what they said about Jim Jones. But let's take a quick break because Tahara needs to check. Let me read it from Tahara's words to you all. Chat, please keep me in prayer tomorrow. I will have brain surgery. Wow, y'all. Melissa and Lily will keep the chat posted. Going to miss you guys. Oh my God. I need everybody to pray. This is serious, but you're gonna be all right, Tahara. But brain surgery is nothing to take lightly. So we need all the prayer hands, All the prayer hands in the chat, please. Yeah, that definitely sucks. Like, how you gonna be handing out turkeys? But yeah, let me before I get on that again, we got to get these prayers. Let's get these prayers out the way, y'all. Let me get some. Can we fill the chat up with prayer hands real quick for Tahara, who is having brain surgery tomorrow? We know she's gonna be fine, but we want to put those prayers out there anyway. It's always, like I said, we always want to keep safe. C Tuck says praying for you, Tahara. Angelina says good luck on the surgery. I'll be praying for you and Brett. Everything will be amazing. Angie says Tahara, all the best love for the best outcome for a speedy recovery. Any other messages that anybody have? Denise says she's going to start. She says she got you, Tahara. I'm going to start today and before work. And you know, all of us at the Flow Show No Filter podcast, we are praying for you, Tahara. You're going to be fine. I'm going to say it again. There's so much power in the tongue. Let's all speak positive about the outcome and wrap Tahara, one of ours, in our arms. And, you know, we all are with you, Tahara, no matter what's going on. In this world, this crazy world of ours, we're gonna always make sure we take a time out to pray for ours. Thank you, Sweet Doll. Sweet Doll says, God bless the hands during the surgery. And I agree, Angie. That was definitely fantastic, Sweet Doll. Angelina says, we will be thinking about you. And yes, definitely a speedy recovery so you can come back to the chat quickly. Yeah, Tahara, the chat is not going to be the same without you. God is going to make sure that you are fine because he knows your family needs you. He knows that you are a wonderful person. And last but not least, he knows that this chat and this community needs you. And because of all those reasons, you're going to come out better than you went in. You're gonna come out of surgery better than when you went in surgery, Tahara. You can guarantee that. Grandma Kathy says prayers going up. Thank you, Grandma Kathy. Fire Glory. Hey, Fire Glory. I ain't see you in there. Fire Glory says speedy recovery and may God watch over your doctor's hands as they do the surgery. And last but not least, whenever two or more come together, we are all in agreement. These are some powerful prayers that are being sent out. Thank you, everybody. We'll get back to covering this Diddy stuff. But thank you for everybody praying for Tahara. And we're gonna make sure tomorrow is family. Okay, so tomorrow is family is subscriber Wednesday, customer appreciation. Definitely we'll do some extra prayers tomorrow. I don't know if you'll be in surgery, Tahara, as the show is going on tomorrow, but we will also put some extra prayers in tomorrow on your behalf. Let's get back to this crazy Diddy mess. Like I said, though, I'm not gonna lie. This is the documentary that if you got some for my puff passers, go ahead and puff one up and get you and get you some popcorn. You, like I said, if I'm finding out new information, like I told you, I've been eating, sleeping, breathing, and living this bad boy Diddy stuff. If I'm getting new information, you know, I'm sure a lot of y'all are gonna get some information that y'all didn't know. But this is what I'm hearing has Diddy more pissed than anything. They start talking about the Tupac shoot. And what I'm hearing is Diddy is absolutely pissed that 50 Cent has put this Tupac killing, this floating around this theory that Diddy has something to do with Tupac's killing. And man, they breaking it down. They breaking it down about how jealous Diddy was of, not only just jealous of Tupac, but he was jealous of Tupac and Tupac and Biggie's relationship. He was jealous of Tupac with the women. And the war, the East Coast, West Coast war, actually started when one of Suge's friends, I think his name was Jump or something. I had to check it. I have to check the documentary again. But that was around the time when Suge and Diddy were beefing. I believe one of Diddy's people shot and killed Suge Knight's friend. And that was right after the time when Suge Knight, when they had that award show, and Suge Knight was like, anybody that want to stay an artist and don't want to produce a dancing in the videos and doing all that shit, come to Death Row. And so it was just eerie how there were so many reasons. So after that person got killed, it was all out war between Suge Knight and Diddy. But that war is what made Suge Knight go get Tupac out of prison. And that's what made Tupac join the whole fight, because Tupac and Suge Knight both had a common enemy. Now, go back to that first time when Tupac was shot. They said that they were actually, when Tupac was shot at, y'all remember the shooting at Quad Studios, the shooting that Tupac actually survived. Tupac said two things that made him suspicious was, number one, he knew whoever came to, it wasn't no robbers. They tried to act like it was just somebody trying to rob him. But Tupac said he had $80,000 worth of jewelry that they left. And if somebody was trying to rob him, then there would be no reason to leave that money. So he knew they were trying to kill him. But also, Tupac said that Diddy, Puffy, whatever you want to call them, and all them were actually rushing him. To get to the studio, and he couldn't figure out, like, why are y'all rushing me? Like, I'm coming, but what is the rush? But it seems like, according to Tupac, that they were lining him up to be killed. And Biggie didn't want any part of beefing with Tupac. He loved Tupac. He appreciated Tupac. And Tupac showed him a lot. And because of Tupac's love for Biggie's love for Tupac, Diddy, amongst all those other reasons, wanted Tupac out of here. And that is when Diddy kind of hooked up with the Crips. And the Crips basically were his protection and who he paid. And y'all, if y'all know, I'm sure a lot of y'all know about the story of how thank you. A lot of people know the story about that, but let's take a pause real quick, because Tracy White has puffing and praying for Tahara. Thank you for the $4.99. We call that a $5 holla. Tracy, a big supporter, always been a big supporter of the show. Thank you for the $5 holla. Everybody show Tracy some love. But yeah, y'all, I'm on, and this This information I'm giving y'all is only from the first episode and a half. So this is 4 hours. This is a 4 hour documentary that I've only had a chance to watch because I woke up this morning and started watching it. I've only had a chance to watch like an hour and 20 minutes, and pretty much all of this information, except for the him needing to be clean from the peasants. That's the only part I got from somewhere else. But other than that, all of this shit I told y'all so far is straight from the first hour and 20 minutes. So who knows how much more shit that 50 Cent exposed in this documentary. And I'm sure y'all know, but 50 Cent told the story of, he didn't say he actually been beefing with Puff, but he said he had a problem for life with Puff because Diddy tried to take him shopping. When 50 Cent first made it big, 50 said Diddy tried to take him shopping as if he tried to like flirt with him or something. And 50 Cent said he didn't like Diddy ever since that day. And but he said he has no beef. He said he has casted Diddy's children in some of his projects or whatever. So who knows? But that was 50 Cent's answer about what is his biggest gripe with Diddy, aka Puff. And basically it's because Diddy tried to take him on take him on a date. I don't know what the hell Diddy wild. I don't know. All we know is Diddy's a wild motherfucker. I don't know what the hell he did. Maurice, one more. Hey, look, y'all. I don't know if Maurice got some of y'all blocked, but Maurice in here going crazy. Y'all better get his ass. Tracy said, sounds like that con has been used before. Probably his mom. I will take you shopping if you go to college. Yep. You can see. That's why I like this documentary, because it really, like I said, I really like to see days before the arrest. And I don't know how much, as I watch more of the documentary, I don't know if they got if they actually damn near got the footage of him being arrested. I don't know. But I like this documentary because it's not just about the allegations and the court case. It's actually developing the monster that Diddy became. How did it happen? And where did it come from? And also, how could I forget this one? So one of the lawsuits that's going on, that's actually pending, is from a young lady named Joy. Her name is Joy. And Diddy had conned her into doing a video. She wasn't a video girl. Yeah, Carolyn, I remember Harry White as opposed to Barry White. I like that name. I like that nickname, Harry White. Harry White. So anyway, yeah, I definitely remember that though, Caroline. So Puff, I'm gonna call him Puff because they call him Puff, and I keep going back and forth from Puff and Diddy. I can't remember all those names. So anyway, Puff conned her into doing a video shoot. Sometime after this video shoot, he allegedly sexually assaulted her and videotaped it and started showing it to everybody. This girl, not coming from that world at all, she had a letter that she still saved to this day. Now, she has a lawsuit pending on Diddy right now. She was actually one of the first people to put her lawsuit. Her name is Joy, I believe, Joy. Well, she had a letter, and she read this on the documentary that was from her parents. Her parents had wrote a letter to Diddy's parents. It said, "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Combs, and I can't read the word.
word for word, but I can't remember it word for word. But basically, the note was saying like, your son did something horrifically bad to my daughter, something I've never thought we would ever experience in our life. He made a sexual video without her knowledge, and he's been passing it around and showing it to people on big screen TVs. It was a long letter. And they went on and on and on about how horrible they felt and this and that. And I'm like, this shit might be true. I mean, they got a letter from the parents actually wrote to Diddy about this sexual encounter that was special. They said it was borderline rape, first of all. And then they also said that Diddy was showing it to everybody. And then to go along with that, Diddy, they said that Diddy used to follow all of the big time gangsters and all the people in New York with money. And one of their things was they used to record sexual encounters for bragging rights, saying that they had sex with this person's woman or this person. And so they said Diddy picked up all that videotaping sexual encounters for clout. He picked that up from gangsters in Harlem that he wanted to be like. It's crazy. It's crazy though. Like I'm telling you, this documentary really broke some shit down. I need everybody to hit the like button. If you haven't, please hit the like button right now. Oh, I see y'all serving. Maurice getting served now, huh? Maurice was put in front of a ball machine and repeatedly shot balls at his head. They called it a babysitter. Angelina is so funny. So Angelina, are you saying they would sit they used to sit Maurice down and say, here, we need you to sit with your babysitter. They're just gonna be pounding baseballs in your head for about a couple hours, but don't be alarmed. This is just your babysitter. You are very funny for that, Angelina. I think on that note, we need to get the hell out of here. And y'all got homework, y'all. Y'all got homework today. I need everybody in this chat. We got 42 motherfuckers in here. I need all 42 of y'all to watch this documentary so we can be talking back and forth tomorrow and not just me talking about it. Because it's that good where I want to hear what y'all got to say about some of this shit. So, and I might actually see if I'm going to figure out, hey, C-Tuck. Oh, shit, but C-Tuck. Okay, so maybe we'll do it Thursday. But C-Tuck, I want to have you, I don't know if C-Tuck even in here. I could be talking to myself. But if C-Tuck is in here, or if you listen to it on a replay, C-Tuck, I want to have you come up on stage and give your thoughts on the Biggie, the documentary. And we could take a little time out to kind of formulate our After Dark podcast, our sports shit, our sports and our sports and entertainment. So C-Tuck, if you're here, or if I'm talking to my motherfucking self, then it is what it is. I did say like the live. I thought, what did I say? That's what I meant to say. What did I say? Like the live, y'all, as we get out of here. All right, cool. So yeah, so that sounds like a plan. So I'm gonna figure out whether if we could do probably Thursday, we'll do it Thursday or Friday. We'll bring C-Tuck. Probably Thursday will probably be good. We'll figure out how to bring C-Tuck up on the stage so he could give some of his commentary on the documentary, and also we'll carve out about 5 to 10 minutes for y'all to help us carve out our other show. Yeah, I know I can add him to the live. I'm gonna do it Thursday. Hey, look, Tracy said, Lala, I got to hear what Flo says and leads us into it. He not out yet. Yeah, I got to do it first. But yeah, y'all, so beautiful show. Hey, y'all, everybody, y'all got homework. And I'm going to be asking questions. We're going to have a pop quiz. Because y'all ain't about to just have me watching this shit and y'all just sitting back listening to my damn story times. I want to hear what y'all think about some of this shit. So y'all got homework, and your homework is to watch Diddy, The Reckoning on Netflix. If y'all, whoever don't have Netflix, let's work together. I don't know, can we still share Netflix accounts, or did they shut that shit down? I don't know. I know we used to could share accounts. So if you don't got Netflix, get with somebody in the community and see if they can somehow give you access. I don't even know if you can do that shit no more. So if you can't, then my bad. But let's definitely, y'all got homework, man. I need y'all to watch the new 50 Cent documentary that he put out on Diddy called The Reckoning. It's on Netflix. It's a 4-part series, 60 minutes per part. I need y'all to watch that. So Wednesday and Thursday, especially by Thursday, because Thursday we all gonna be in here. Tomorrow it's just gonna be the family. And click join if you want to be a part of tomorrow's exclusive episode that we do once a week every Wednesday for all the subscribers, all the members. It's dedicated to y'all, for members only, for members only, only. You know who I haven't seen? Big R. So somebody tell, unless she was in the chat and I missed her, but somebody tell Big R, we wonder where the hell she been at. But I got one message for y'all. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. I'll be back before you know it. I gotta get out of here, y'all. Family show is the best, ain't it? Tahara, shout out to Tahara. More prayers for Tahara. Hey, Lala. Lala says, I was saying I'm off at work, so I will have time to watch it today. So let's get the mouse in the chat then. Fuck. Let's get the mouse in the chat then. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's get the mouse. Grandma Kathy, make sure you watch the documentary now. Tracy, Angie, C Tuck, y'all got homework now. I ain't about to just sit up here tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, and have my fucking throat falling out into the all onto the floor because I'm talking so fucking much because I'm the only one who watched it. Y'all not about to leave me hanging. Wednesday and Thursday, do y'all damn homework so we can do this shit together. So everybody got their homework. Appreciate everybody. Let me get the hell out of here. I'm feeling goofy right now. And like Angie said, pay your dues, Maurice. And y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. but y'all know the rest. But I'm